I am going to turn into a truck now. Autobots, it's transforming time.
It's kind of crazy that they didn't get around to making an Optimus Prime in Studio Series until their 102nd figure, right? Never mind how long it took, though. This guy is pretty good. What? No, put that text away. I was right about that second part. I really like the thinner and longer proportions on this iteration of Optimum Prido. It's really impressive that this toy was a partial from the Studio Series 38 Optimus Prime mold because the figures look so different. Supposedly, the only parts reused are the wheels and the clear parts of his massive honkers. Although I don't own that figure, it seems pretty fun, so I'm not going to bash it, but this guy suits my wants more accordingly. This guy was the best experience straight out of the box I've had with a Transformer in a while. All the joints on him are so tight but smooth in just the right way where posing him really feels so fun. There's a wonderful double-jointed elbow, and the legs are on these fantastic joints that swing forward, allowing him to kick anybody's head off. Combo that with his ab crunch and you can manage just about anything you want posing-wise. I do really wish he had articulated fingers. I think that's the only bit missing that would have made this fella perfect. Now, this problem isn't limited to just this figure, but I think his hands look pretty lame. Detail seems washed out, and from straight on, they're hardly even recognizable as hands. I mean, of course, they look like hands, they're on the end of an arm, but I think separated from the body, they look like nothing. Again, this is a consistent oddity with most Generations figures. I really wish the default style was the open kind, like on Soundwave or Thrust. Included is a pretty cool arm blade and a little blaster for his hand. I just love me a melee weapon on my giant silly robots, and I love them even more when they're mounted on the arm. The little gun is alright as well, and you can just quickly transform the hand to plug it in. You know, it's cute. I appreciate how small it is, much easier to swallow, and I'm very hungry. I really enjoy how much the paint detail on him sticks out. There's actually not a ton of paint on him, the arms and legs are mostly bare, but the accents are there and they're extremely bright and noticeable. Sorry, I misspoke. There is tons of paint on him, it's just this entire back piece is painted red. Also, the color of blue used is much darker than the tone used on my previous Studio Series Prime stand-in, which was the Evasion Mode Optimus. Again, each has its own merits, but on this rougher, tougher, world-wearier looking Prime, the dark blue fits great. His uber-serious, frowny brow also feels very fitting for this version of the dude, and the head sculpt is suitably accurate. I love that this design has the big silver angry looking eyebrows on his truck boobs. It makes him look that much more tough. I don't like that the shoulder pipes face outwards. It might be accurate to the movie, I don't know. If it is, then it still looks weird. The transformation into truck mode is certainly unique. I really like the two different chest swivels. And truck mode? Oh. That amazing robot mode makes much more sense now. Yeah, it's unfortunate that the truck mode bed is so compromised, but actually the rest of it does look good. It's funny how much more willing I am to forgive this on a figure of a character I actually like versus, Age of Extinction Galvatron, who has nearly the same back of trunk gunk. It can be a bit of a challenge to get every wheel touching the ground at the same time, but nothing worth doing was ever easy, was it? He has the same problem that the Earthrise Optimus has, where the gas tanks are on the world's weakest friction joint, so you'll accidentally compress them back in if you ever even touch him. There's storage for both his weapons, and I almost enjoy how silly the placement for the pea shooter is. Yeah, that's it. Truck mode is forgiven just because that. Next to Earthrise Optimus and Evasion Mode Optimus, this one has my favorite look, truck-wise. I think it really is just the cow catcher and frowny face combo. It looks so cool. It's very obviously classic G1 Prime, but it's also got enough of a twist on it that it feels distinctive. I think calling this Optimus a mini masterpiece is a very asinine approach to trying to describe how amazing he is. Newsflash, to say something is good, you don't always have to compare it to something else. This guy is amazing in his own right, and it makes me really happy. Also, mini Rise of the Beast movie review, why not? Let's get this straight. I don't regret watching Rise of the Beast, but I do rue and lament it.